just a bit outside.
And welcome to another episode of Just a Bit Outside. I'm your host, Steve Ely, and along with me, as always, my co-host, Wes Cook.
Basketball season has begun.
It has. It's official now.
It is official.
Ooh, the best month of the year.
Dude,
Well,
next weekend, start Thursday.
Yeah.
Nothing but basketball. Thursday and Friday, just all basketball, all day.
I'm gonna
betting like crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure out how to. I'm gonna watch it work one way or another. It's gonna happen.
Yeah,
It's gonna happen.
The March Madness app, doing that.
Well, dude, between that and I've got Paramount, and they are.
Yeah, they got all that too. I mean, you can watch every game. That's the whole thing. It's awesome.
It's a lot better than it was like 10 years ago. When it was whatever game CBS wanted to show you.
Oh, yeah. Now, you know, it's on everything. You have
TBS,
TNT. Turner, any Turner
True
broadcasting.
TV.
Yeah, True TV broadcast stuff. It's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy.
And then, of course, with the March Madness app, it's whatever game you feel like watching.
Yeah. Stream on multiple TVs, have multiple TVs going. You got your computer. You can have a TV going like we got. Have one, you go out in the garage, have a couple streaming out there, have the one in the kitchen, everything. So you're not missing a bit of action as you go room to room to room, and you got multiple games on.
Yeah. We're gonna definitely do this either Friday or Saturday next week. Whatever day is good for you.
Both.
All right. I'm in.
Yeah, man, we're going to make it happen for sure. I can't wait. So, but before we dig into all basketball, it's another exciting season.
Free agency season.
Yes, sir.
I like it.
People on the move.
A lot of surprising moves. A
Everybody
lot of good moves.
Changing teams. I mean, yeah, very big surprising moves here. Quarterbacks going, new faces in different places. It's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out, really.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're talking about a move like the Steelers, for instance, that I think they've made what you would call probably the biggest splash in terms of moves at the quarterback position.
Yeah.
Because they release guys or let guys walk.
I don't know.
They trade a guy, then they brought in two guys.
I wouldn't say they made the biggest, but they're as far as changeover, as far as the quarterback is. I think the competition there is going to be better. I'm a big fan of the Kirk Cousins to Atlanta.
Yeah,
I give them a legitimate.
I guess if you want to say the biggest quarterback to move is Kirk Cousins, and that's if you want to go with that splash. I think just for what you saw the Steelers do, it's like complete turnover at the quarterback position.
Oh, yeah.
Like the quarterback room is all brand new faces. Not one person stayed.
Yeah, Russell Wilson had more touchdown passes last year than the Steelers had in the last 2 years. Which is just crazy. And, Russell had arguably a terrible year. If you look at his stats, you're like, oh, this ain't terrible. But it was bad.
He was good for fantasy, I guess you would say, because it wasn't awful. He was a suitable backup, a guy that filled in for your bye weeks or something. Mm-hmm. You couldn't be too mad about it. But quarterbacks all over. So Kenny Pickett ends up on the Birds. Then Justin Fields is the backup in Pittsburgh.
I'm not so sold on him being the backup.
They've already said that Russell Wilson's the starter.
Let him get in the camp.
Yeah, it might change.
Things can change, buddy.
It can. It depends on who has the rapport with the wideouts and just who picks up the book fastest. In my opinion, it'll be Russ.
It'll be Russ. It'll be Russ.
That's one thing he is good at.
But I mean, they've essentially
at
got
this
him,
point in his career.
Well, I mean, they've essentially got him on a 1-year deal.
Well, yeah. I mean, dirt
for,
cheap too, under $2 million for the year.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Denver's still paying him an ass ton. So
yeah, I think they're paying him like $38 million or something like that.
he's still getting paid. It just doesn't look like it. Yeah.
Well, it behooved him to take a league minimum deal.
Mm-hmm.
Because
definitely. Because he got to go pretty much where he wanted. That there was a spot needed.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it necessarily fixes them.
Oh no, it does not fix them. No, but like compare them to what Cleveland's doing in the same division. They've got 4 quarterbacks on their roster. They signed Jameis Winston.
Yeah,
they got Tyler Huntley.
Yep,
and
the 3-name dude.
Yeah, dude from UCLA.
Yeah,
which they like. So there's 4 quarterbacks on that roster, which leads me to believe they don't trust Deshaun Watson.
Well, he can't stay healthy.
Right. Well, I mean, shoulder surgery this offseason. So you're talking about a completely up for grabs spot probably in Cleveland. Like, if Deshaun Watson doesn't show up healthy to camp.
Houston completely hosed them.
That's a good deal for him.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
I mean, they got out from underneath all the massage bullshit.
Yeah.
And you saw what they did. They picked up C.J. Stroud. And, I mean, tell me right now you're not going to take Stroud over Deshaun Watson.
Oh, I got Stroud all day.
Yeah.
All day.
Exactly. So,
all day.
No, they got another pick with Will Anderson. Somehow won Defensive Rookie of the Year.
You got your offensive and defensive rookie of the year. It's on the same team.
Yeah, but it's kind of BS.
Yeah, it just happened a couple of years ago too.
No, I'm just talking about how Will Anderson ended up winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could harp on that for a little while, and neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Vikes wide receiver Osborne is headed to the Pats. New England. That's a new deal today. And then we just saw Chase Young for the Saints. Yeah. $13 million right there.
I guess the biggest surprise, we talked a little bit about the quarterback move, but the running back moves were pretty insane.
Now, that's a market that you didn't think was going to get a whole lot of coverage or wouldn't have, the dollar amounts that went behind these guys. That's crazy. It's crazy, like how quickly they came off the board, how people were swooping them up all on day one.
Yeah,
but it's like it kind of lends people to believe like they're going to start valuing the running back position a little bit more.
I'm not buying that yet.
I think because a lot of people are basing it off of that San Francisco model. You see Christian McCaffrey and see what that offense was doing.
Yeah.
With a talent like him, it's like maybe we should have the best of the best. That's why the Ravens went and got Derrick Henry.
I love that.
I mean, I'm glad the Eagles aren't in the AFC.
Yeah, dude. Ooh.
And, knock on wood for him, but he's been a fairly healthy running back.
He has been.
He's getting up the tread is wearing on that guy, but
he's been fairly healthy, and just his running style, he fits that AFC North like.
Yeah, just run it down your throat football.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, not that Baltimore hasn't had running backs produce, but their problem is they haven't had a consistent running back produce. It's always this guy this week or that guy that week because nobody's healthy.
There was nobody. Yeah, there was nobody ever healthy at the running back position for the Ravens last year. So this is a big time move.
Big time move.
The Ravens also went out and got Nelson Aguilar.
Yeah, terrible move. But they also released Odell Beckham, so
yeah,
whatever.
I mean, he's washed, unfortunately.
He's good for about 5 games. That's it.
I mean, he'll appear in spurts, here or there, and he might make a big play there or have one good game there. it wasn't. He's just he's just not there anymore, man.
You know what
he
I
just
could
doesn't
see?
have it.
I could see him not signing right now.
Oh
Not
yeah,
playing
just
early.
wait and attach himself to a competitor, and just go out there and try to get another ring.
Could you see the Chiefs snatch him up like week 10, 11, 12?
And possibly, you might even see him do it before, depending on how this draft goes. If they don't land a wide receiver in this draft, they may go out and just pick him up.
Yeah. It just, man.
I mean, the guy can still stretch the field, so you got that.
Yeah, he can do that. Other running back moves. My boys, Pack.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs,
Jacobs.
leaving Vegas and headed to the frozen tundra.
I loved that move until I saw they were going to still release Aaron Jones. I was like, ooh, Jacobs, Jones, and same backfield. I love it. And they was like, oh, no, they're going to release him.
And then Jones goes
to
right
Minnesota.
to the competitor. Yeah, one of the biggest rivals.
That's what Minnesota does, dude. Just skips up all our leftovers.
Favre, Jones. Who was the...
It'll be Aaron Rodgers next year.
Yeah, he's about where his welcome out in New York.
I don't know. He might be VP next year, so who knows?
God, that's crazy. I mean, we could go all around here with free agents because there's just so much. But, like, even when you talk about the Birds, let's dive into it. Saquon Barkley.
Love it.
He doesn't have to be the offense here. So I'm hoping you see that same trend where Christian McCaffrey ended up having a supporting cast around him, and now he's not being beat to death and just, carry after carry after carry, reception after reception after reception, and not being the focal point of the offense all the time.
Oh, this is
this could be a big move for Saquon's health in terms of not having to carry the load for the team.
This is like by far his best offense.
Oh yeah,
as far as
but I mean, he
people
gets
around him.
You got to talk about the O line he's going to run behind. I know Sans Jason Kelsey, but it's still
pretty good.
It's still a good O line.
Still pretty good.
I mean, we're going to miss Jason Kelsey for sure.
Well, I mean, they've been grooming that kid they drafted a couple of years ago too. So he's been sitting, he's been learning.
Oh no, yeah. This is good. Cam Jurgens he was handpicked by Jason Kelsey. He told them who would be.
Yeah, he'd been evaluating him for a few years.
Yeah, so he's going to be fine, I'm sure. Is he going to produce at that same level? Man, one can only hope. But, if you give me like 70-75% Kelsey stuff, we're going to do just fine.
Still looking at Pro Bowl caliber.
Yeah, no, I mean, you just lost 75%. The best. You lost the best to ever do it, and he's who every other center models their game after now. So, yeah, of course.
I like the Saquon move. I like the fact that he doesn't have to be the number one guy, like you said. He's not the focal point. The minute you bring that safety up to try to do something about the running game, they're going over the top with A.J. Brown or Smith. It's man, you guys got better. You guys got better. It's just we got to see.
Now, do you come out of the slump? That's the big thing with the Eagles is they've got to come out of that slump they rode all the way to the end of the season. Now, they brought in veterans at the coordinator positions.
Yeah.
Whereas Sirianni was giving guys run that had never done it before last year. That came back to bite everybody in the ass. Yeah, granted, we were 11-1 at one point, but it was pretty much fool's gold.
I think a lot of it, too, like, I know Hurts played decent, but I still think maybe he was banged up more than he was wanting to let on. He probably banged up more than the Eagles wanted to let on.
Oh yeah, he didn't look the same. He didn't run with the same purpose.
There was something off about him the second half of the year.
Yeah. I mean, early on you could see it too. We were just out talented a lot of teams. We got fortunate in some games too. So, but that's not the only move we made.
Yeah.
We brought back CJ.
Yeah.
Play a little nickel, a little safety. We went out and signed Drew Braveheart right now. Linebacker from Tampa Bay.
Oh, yeah.
Davis, right?
Yeah, I think so.
God, why am I drawing that blank so hard right now?
I have no idea, bro. You should be all over your team.
I am, usually. Still struggling from St. Patty's Day, apparently.
Apparently, bro. Apparently. I mean, you guys needed to address the linebacker. You guys were so weak at that. You probably should be looking at that in the draft this year, too.
I imagine that is another position. You're also looking at Nolan Smith. He's more of an edge rusher, but, getting run there.
Yeah.
So, and then you also have Nakobe Dean, who's, just another year into the system. And just said the professional. Devin White. Damn it, that's why I couldn't think of it. But Devin White, Pro Bowl linebacker. Finally, a big name. Just a vocal leader of a defense.
Yeah.
Big signing on the defensive side of the ball. Plus the CJ-GJ move, too. You talk about those two things. And we brought back Sweat. The talks are Reddick's coming back. The defense can be as good as it was 2 years ago.
Yeah. The only thing you really lost, you lost the Fletcher Cox to retirement, which
12 years in the league, man.
That's another Hall of Famer.
Yeah. We got Brandon Graham back for a year. He's still got some in the tank.
Yeah.
And he's already said this is going to be his last hoorah, so he's going to leave it all out there. My man talks all the trash, and it's my favorite thing when he's mic'd up.
Dude, all those NFL guys, they're hilarious.
They're the best.
Because there's sometimes I straight up.
Like Chris Jones is fun to listen to for the Chiefs.
I just know they forget sometimes.
Oh, yeah, they definitely do. They definitely do.
Just all the time.
But then when they're so aware that they know it and they just walk up next to somebody, he's like, hey, man, I got that preparation HUD. He's like, fuck.
Dude, it's I was watching some video, and who was it? I think it was it Gardner Minshew when he was playing? They were playing Raiders or something. Gardner was mic'd up, and all he kept talking about was how
Max Crosby wanted to kill him,
little boy.
Yeah, most people compared to Max Crosby is a little boy though. Mm-hmm. Max Crosby is a grown ass man.
The big dude, bro.
Yeah. So, who else is out there as a free agent that hasn't been signed? We talked about him earlier off air, but Mike Williams.
Mike Williams?
Yeah. Does he land back there? That's why wouldn't Kansas City look at that option? Bringing a veteran like that?
You're getting a younger guy who
He's 29.
Yeah, but we're talking Hollywood Brown, 26?
But he's
can take the top off.
Yeah, but Mike Williams is like a big body.
They don't like the big body guys. We talked about that too.
Because they use Jason Kelsey for that.
That's their big guy.
Yeah, I guess. It. I don't know, man. I would have a guy like that.
They brought in another tight end too, that had namesake to him.
Yeah, I'm not aware of who that is.
Yeah, I actually thought it was weird that they brought him in.
Yeah, in addition to Mike Williams, Xavier Howard's still out there.
Yeah.
That's a questionable guy to be still sitting there. Kind of curious as to why not. That guy's be huge.
Dude. Who the hell was this tight end they brought in? It's driving me crazy.
I feel like we're not talking about something we should clearly be talking about.
Herb Smith Jr.
Oh, okay.
It's not a terrible. Anyway, you feel like we're missing somebody?
Yeah.
Who are we missing?
I feel like there's a big signing.
Baker re-signing in Tampa.
Yeah, Baker, $100 million man now.
Yeah.
Good on him. Oh, Keenan Allen getting traded to the Bears.
Oh, my God, dude.
I want to know who Josh Herbert's going to throw the football to.
I told you, Johnston. And whoever they draft at 5.
Yeah, well, if Herbert's definitely hoping that's Harrison Jr.
It's either him or Rome.
Yeah.
And Dunze. That's it. It's them two.
Yeah. Well, one of them will be there at 5 because you're talking about, the first 3 picks are going to be quarterbacks.
And then who's at 4?
They don't know.
I know it's going to be quarterback pretty quick.
Oh, Sam Howell on the move too.
Oh yeah, I like it. I like that move a lot.
I mean, it's always beneficial to move on from Washington.
I like it a lot, sir. Arizona is at 4.
Arizona.
But they might be in the look for a wide receiver too. Mm-hmm. So that wouldn't surprise me. You could see back-to-back wide receivers go pretty quick.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're both projected to be in like that top 8. Because you got the Bears first. That's almost a for sure thing. They're going
Williams.
Yeah.
Unless somebody just pops up. They can only offer up until the day of the draft 3 first-round picks.
Yep.
And the day of the draft, they can go 4.
Right.
Which just crazy to me. Crazy.
And then the Commanders are coming up, and they're going quarterback.
Yep, they're going quarterback.
Patriots are going to go quarterback because Mac Jones is gone.
Yep.
And then, you have the Cardinals sitting there at 4. I mean, Harrison Jr., that would suck. I would never want Kyler Murray throwing me the football, especially when I'm that good.
I'm not a big fan of, we know how, I'm just not a short quarterback guy, and he just doesn't do it for me. I mean, he's only good for about 8 weeks anyway, and then the new Call of Duty comes out. And
gets him every time.
He's either trash or he gets hurt.
Yeah. So then at 5, you're looking at the Chargers. The Chargers are likely going to go wide receiver.
They got to go.
What else are they going with?
Got to go. Brock Bowers, maybe?
I mean, they could go corner here, but I think that's a little high.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brock Bowers wouldn't be a bad move.
I mean.
Then the Giants are at 6. They're going to go quarterback.
They want quarterback, too. The question is, it's who's going to be there.
Right. Do you trade back at that point if, the guys you're looking at are gone?
Dude, it sounds like J.J. McCarthy's kind of like sliding up a little bit for some reason. I didn't see any reason why in the
I feel like
combine
McCarthy's probably going to end up like in that Patriots role, Dude,
they're saying that he may pass like Drake May and could potentially actually get past like Jaden Daniels for number 2. And I'm like, there ain't no way, bro.
No. Give me Jaden I would take Jaden Daniels over every one of them anyway.
Yeah.
I've talked about this week after week.
Yeah.
That's who I'm going with.
Yeah, I liked it.
That's my pick for being the guy, the C.J. Stroud this year. Maybe not that level of good, but,
Here's the thing. I like everything Chicago has done.
Clear-cut top quarterback in this draft for sure.
I like everything Chicago has done as far as knowing they're bringing in a rookie. Mm-hmm. Chicago signed a guy. Who did Chicago sign? No, they brought their running back back.
They picked up Swift.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Swift, Allen, DJ Moore.
Oh, no, the
Cole
offense could
Kmet.
be great.
Dude.
I mean, you got every weapon you could possibly need there. The O-line needs a lot of work, but outside of that, Chicago has the weapons.
You can address O-line at 9.
Yeah. I mean, that's the benefit of making that trade and fleecing Carolina.
Yeah.
Look at Carolina. They're stuck with Bryce Young.
Stuck.
And all they had to do was, they could have sat pat with Sam Darnold or Baker Mayfield last year.
And they ain't.
Still sucked balls and got the first pick.
Yeah.
And then you could be taking whoever the hell you want this year. Yeah, instead of trading up. But no, your owner had to meddle and fuck everything up for the entire franchise.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's fucked it up for years at this point.
I mean, 7 coaches since he's been there. Something stupid like that.
He can go, dude. He's awful.
I mean, I told you, he just needs to sit at his desk and let
the money come in. Hire the people that know what the fuck they're doing to do their job. Like, you can't have complete control because you obviously don't know what the hell you're doing.
Modern day Jerry Jones right there, bro.
Yeah, it is. And the thing is like Jerry Jones even took a step back and like his son does a whole lot of the GM work now. So, and that's why you see them draft well and bring in, not this year, but bring in guys and improve that team. That's why the team has been good for the better part of the last 6-7 years. And really you could say,
what's Dallas doing at running back?
I guess they're going to probably look at that guy from Texas in the draft. That's the only thing I can think of.
Man, their only running back they have on their roster right now is that Deuce Vaughn kid.
Yeah.
The little tiny guy.
5'5".
Yeah.
Yeah. The ones that had all the Mario Brother theme songs playing and memes behind him running and shit. Yeah.
Why in the hell did they not go get Derrick Henry?
I thought that's where he was going to land, and I was going to hate it.
For the price that they could have got him.
Yeah, man.
Why didn't it?
Hey, I'm glad he didn't. Honestly.
Why didn't it?
I'm so glad.
even crazier, you tell me they couldn't afford what Philly gave Saquon?
Or fuck, they could have gone and got Swift.
Dude, they could have got anybody.
Yeah.
Any of these guys. They could have got them all.
They
could have got Aaron Jones probably fairly cheap.
They haven't made any moves, man.
None.
They're it makes you think that Dallas is thinking of rebuild right now.
How you rebuilding that? I mean, what are you going to let walk?
Well, Van Der Esch retired.
Yeah, Van Der Esch
Tony
retired.
Pollard left.
Yep. I mean, you
just
Dak,
they restructured Dak's deal so it doesn't hit the cap that hard.
Not hitting it for 63.
Yeah.
Okay. But you got to do a deal for CD.
Well, yeah, that's coming.
You got to do a deal for Micah Parsons.
I want anything and everything, just Micah Parsons to just end up walking from there.
I mean, I got to imagine Diggs.
I mean, generational talent, and he could walk away from Dallas.
I mean, you got Diggs probably coming up on a contract
he'll
soon.
have to get a deal. Is Gilmore going to be there again this year?
I don't know if they let him go or not.
Yeah.
It's just like what exactly are they planning? What are they doing? Are they waiting for that like training camp cut somewhere that's going to happen? There'll be some vets that get cut loose during training camp.
Yeah, most likely.
But I still don't know who or what. Like, what I'm seeing them doing is, you went from very little running game last year to, at this very moment,
absolutely
no running game.
No running game. No running game.
So, all right, we'll just play dime all game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, especially if you're putting Mighty Mouse back there to run.
Yeah. I mean, you don't need linebackers to tackle him.
No. They also let go of Gallup.
Yeah. Which, okay.
Who you throwing the football to? I mean, what, you got Ferguson and CD?
Yeah.
All right.
They got Brandon Cooks.
And that man is for as many teams as he's played for, he's still like a decent guy. It's like people just let him
wrong.
walk.
I said
it's
it was.
So crazy.
It's like he's going to be trash.
He
was okay.
He's shown up.
He was okay.
I mean, where did he start? New Orleans, right?
Yeah.
And he's just been all over the fucking league since.
Yeah. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's just got like personality conflict.
I don't know, man.
Like maybe he
doesn't seem like he talks a whole lot. Like if I heard his voice, I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Maybe he's just that weird guy. And they're like, eh.
I mean, he's just been expendable, really. With every stop he's been at, they're like, all right, see you later.
I mean, he was Houston, the Saints, New England for a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows?
It is kind of crazy.
Who
all right, so
knows?
At number 10 on the board, you got the Jets. Aaron Rodgers is back.
I don't know, man. I think it's a little. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know. Like honestly, I don't trust. I don't trust the Jets what they're doing whatsoever.
Why would you, man? The Jets have been the Jets. They're the Jet.
What's sad is everybody else in that division. If Aaron Rodgers comes back healthy, I feel like everybody else in that division has taken a step back.
Miami's made moves, man.
Yeah, but they lost some key spots on the offensive line.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna grab a beer real fast.
We know they cannot, play in the cold. Which playing in that division, you're playing minimum 3 games in the cold. And probably some of the coldest period between Buffalo, New England, New York. I don't know. They got to figure out Miami's got to figure out what they're going to do with Tua, if he's the answer or not. Which I got to imagine they're going to extend it.
That's what they've been doing, though. They give him weapons, and they're like, go out and prove it. Do this. And that's what we're waiting on.
Yeah, but they played pretty good last year. All right. They go into Kansas City in like one of the most brutally cold games ever. I mean, that's ridiculous.
They got run.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just, I don't know. I don't trust Miami. Everybody's taking a step. Buffalo's taking kind of a small step back a little.
Mm-hmm.
God, I don't know. I don't want Aaron Rodgers to be successful, so it just kind of burns me. Burns me. I was fine with him, but he turned into everything he said he didn't want to be at one point in time.
What, a hippie?
Yeah, no, he turned into that. I don't want to be a distraction. I just want to play football.
Dude, he's nothing but a distraction.
And
man.
then it's like, oh,
nothing but a distraction.
I'm gonna be a hippie and go on these darkness retreats and get all whacked out on ayahuasca.
That's a hell of a drug to start doing, just randomly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going to start doing this hallucinogen right now.
I'm gonna just go out in the desert and trip balls.
Trip fucking balls, man.
That's it. That's what I'm going to do. Lord.
Here you go.
Oh, what do we got?
That's called
some bills.
That's called Tricycle Dust. It's a collab with Fermental and Bill's Brewing. It's so good. It's probably one of my favorite beers that Bill's does.
Give it a little smell test. Smells good.
So good.
But anyway, let's not get too far into the draft. We've got a whole month before we really got to tear
Don't tell
into
me what
that.
to do.
Man, we got to get to the good stuff, bro. The good stuff.
Don't tell me my business, devil woman.
You can tell me how horribly wrong I was with my Kansas pick.
Yeah, whoops. Went out first round there.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Yeah, but who knew Dickinson was going to get hurt like that?
I mean, that kind of happens.
Yeah, it happens. That kind of stuff happens.
So you're just going to segue right into college basketball, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to get too far into the draft. The draft stuff is where we were going, and, we'll end up in that NFL rabbit hole. And
that's what we like to do, man. Take this thing to an hour and a half.
I know, but it'll be 5 minutes of everything else and, an hour and 25 of freaking football.
Fair.
And we've got, one of our favorite times of the year, getting ready to kick off technically tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Technically.
Got a playing game tomorrow.
Which I don't really care about the play-in. I did actually, I think in my bracket, pick one of the play-ins to win.
Which one? I thought you didn't even fill out bracket.
No, I got one filled out. I just don't like it. Yeah, I got the UVA Colorado State winner moving into the second round.
Oh. Against?
They play the winner of that game would play Texas. It's a 7-10 matchup. But like I said, I don't like my bracket. I'm looking at it. The more I look at it, the more I want to change things.
I haven't filled out a bracket yet. I'll probably look at it tomorrow at some point and fill one out.
Well,
I mean, you already know who I'm going to pick to win, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, you mean like this?
You pick Carolina? Shit.
No, dude, it was really hard. Really hard. But, I mean, other than Arizona, I don't really think they have any problem in their bracket.
I mean, Michigan State's always kind of is like, maybe could get you. Could get you.
Could.
Because that's Tom Izzo, man.
Yeah, but
hell, Mississippi State's not even an easy out, to be honest with you.
We smoked Michigan State earlier this year.
Yeah, but you're talking about early in the year. Kentucky beat Carolina earlier in the year. Do you think it'd still be the same result? I mean,
I don't know. You guys can't play defense.
I know. Hey, yeah, we can't play defense and still beat that ass. Ooh, right?
I would.
Right?
6 points ain't ass whooping.
There's still one. I'm just
Not
telling you,
ass
a team that doesn't play defense beats you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Same saying. Bama's not going to be easy out either.
Bama ain't getting past St. Mary's.
St. Mary's ain't that good, man.
That was back to that one of those 5-12 matchups that I'm just like,
I would like to see that matchup and like dig into it a little bit more to see like if Grand Canyon matches what St. Mary's does. So do they have the size to compete with St. Mary's? Do they have the shooting ability? That kind of stuff. What's there? What's going to make this a possibility?
Look at all the 12-5s. All the 12-5s are weird matchups.
Okay, so you got Grand Canyon against St. Mary's.
Yep.
McNeese and Gonzaga.
McNeese State is 30-3.
Yes, they're on a heater too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they've won like 9 games straight or something.
I actually have them winning.
Yeah?
Yeah, because Gonzaga's one of those teams. Either they make it to the Final Four or they get bounced super early.
James Madison, Wisconsin doesn't seem like anything that's...
Should be, but that's the one...
What conference is James Madison in now? It used to be the CAA, but it's not anymore.
Are they in the Southern Conference or...
Are they Conference
USA maybe?
Yeah, that sounds more like it.
Hang on, I'm looking it up now.
And then the other one's San Diego State and UAB.
Yeah.
UAB, I watched play twice, and those motherfuckers are relentless.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one right there. I like that 12.
We were talking about James Madison. James Madison beat Michigan State early in the year.
Tournament team.
It's tournament. It's a different thing, bro.
Yeah.
I get it. Their notable results was they had a win in November against Michigan State, and they lost twice to App State. So they're in whatever conference that is. That might be the Southern Conference.
App State beat UNCW this year by like 30. It was early on.
Well, this is one of those conferences that's only going to get like one team in, so.
Yep.
Whoa. The Dukes enter the tournament at 31-3. That could be one of those matchups.
Maybe one of those matchups we need to kind of peer at.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that one for sure. I already picked them to win though. So I may just roll with this one. I don't know.
All right, well, let's just start at the top.
All right.
Because, I mean, by the time we reconvene, we'll probably be at the second round.
Yeah, we will.
Number 1 overall seed, UConn and Stetson. Give me UConn.
Yeah, UConn all day.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen this happen before, but, yeah, UConn most likely will take a dub. That 8-9 matchup is Florida Atlantic and Northwestern.
I watched Northwestern play because I watched a little bit of the Big Ten tournament because, I had a little bit of free time.
I was watching every game I could.
Yeah, I did too.
I had money on a lot of them too. So
I watched a lot of them.
Houston fucked me.
They messed a lot of people up, bro.
Yeah,
they messed a lot of people up. I'm glad I didn't do that one that I sent you. I was like, "Ooh, that one would have been rough." All those teams will win.
I hope Houston loses in the first round.
Houston won't lose. Who the hell is Longwood? You ever heard of them?
I know.
I liked Northwestern.
Yeah,
I think they played well in the few games that I watched them play. They hung tough.
That's what I'm talking about in that next game. That 5-12 is San Diego State and UAB. And UAB, man, relentless, dude. They play very well. I might even take it just because I don't know too much about San Diego State. I mean, all I know is that's where Kawhi Leonard played.
I watched San Diego State play a game. They're pretty good.
Yeah?
They're good.
Well, I mean, they're a 5 seed for a reason.
You got to remember, they were also a Final Four team last year, too, and they brought back a lot of the same guys.
Mm-hmm.
So, the 4-13 matchup, Auburn-Yale. I mean, I don't think Yale has a chance in hell to win this game.
Yeah, I just want to say Yale might win only because I said some bullshit about, Yale making the tournament earlier, like 2 episodes ago, and somehow, boom, here they are.
Here they are.
Yeah.
Here they are, sir.
Auburn's on a heater, man. The thing is with Bruce Pearl, the tournament is not his strong suit at all.
Yeah, but he can usually manage to get through some of these early rounds. He can get a Sweet 16 team in.
Okay, and then he meets UConn. Like, get over the hump this time, Bruce.
I actually got him getting over the hump.
Yeah, I think that's where UConn could stumble.
Yeah,
because UConn hasn't played that stiff of a schedule, and you're running up against the team that just ran the gauntlet of the SEC tournament. I mean, granted, they had a lot of chips falling their way.
Yeah.
But it's, Tennessee, Kentucky losing early. And it freed everything up.
Yeah. Yep. Yes, it did. BYU Duquesne.
I don't know shit about either team.
I actually watched a little bit of one of the Duquesne games.
Yeah, I did not see
just a
any
little bit.
Duquesne.
I haven't seen any BYU. I don't trust BYU. They're in the freaking Big 12. Who knew? So,
well, hold on. BYU's in the Big 12? Yeah. Not in football, though, are they?
Yeah, buddy.
Oh.
They were part of that expansion.
Speaking of college football for a second, you sent me that shit the other day. I'm so mad.
Oh, the Idaho stuff?
How the fuck is Idaho not in this game? I declared my team for NCAA football this year.
And they're not in it?
And they're not in it. It's got to be Montana then. Go Grizz.
I thought Montana was the FCS too.
Montana or Montana State, one of the two.
One of them's in there.
They're.
I didn't know Idaho dropped down though. I didn't realize they had dropped down. Kind of weird.
I needed Idaho.
Kind of weird.
They play in a dome now.
Yeah, which we did not know either.
No, I am disappointed in that.
I'm disappointed that no special stadiums or anything are going to be in the game.
What do you mean?
It's either going to be where an actual game takes place, like an actual college stadium, or like the Mercedes-Benz Dome, places like that where an actual NFL team plays and stuff too.
Oh, so
they're not
the Chick-fil-A Bowl won't be played at the Georgia Dome.
You're not going to see like the Pinstripe Bowl in Yankee Stadium. It'll be some generic stadium.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, Lincoln Financial Field to be there for the Army-Navy game.
Yeah.
Because Temple plays in Lincoln Financial.
That's cool.
Maybe you'll get some special stadiums where you get the scenario like that.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
Back to basketball. My bad. I'm just pissed off about Idaho.
No, I knew you would. Like I saw it. I was like, oh, I got to send this. He doesn't know this.
So mad. Anyways, Illinois, the 3 seed, going up against Morehead State.
Illinois, man.
Morehead State, baby.
Get out of here.
Why not?
All right, go ahead.
You're not down for Morehead?
No comment.
That's a Kentucky school too. Give me Morehead State for the upset.
Yeah, I like upsets. I'm good with you. See, this is where it gets like super tricky. It's like I know they're going to happen. It's just where are they going to happen?
Oh, I know. You just got to pick them, and there's going to be one as long as it's not Kentucky is the 3 seed losing to Oakland. So
no, I didn't pick that one.
No, we'll get to that later. Washington State and Drake. That's the 7-10 matchup.
I actually picked Drake.
Why not? I mean, the 7-10 is basically even teams anyway.
Yeah, it's
you're not going to. You rarely see a blowout in the 7-10 game.
No,
and it's not a huge upset if the 10 wins.
Yep.
Yeah. That 2-15 though, you get the South Dakota State against Iowa State.
There's no way that's happening.
I don't think so. Iowa State, man, they're different.
There's not a 2-15 matchup that I'm really worried about in this one. But, you say that every year, and it still manages to happen every now and then.
Man, I hope that St. Peter's beats Tennessee in that 2-15. It would make me happy. It's not going to happen, but it would make me happy. All right, to the West, where your boys are a number 1 seed. They get a play-in winner.
Yeah, Howard or Wagner. That's a Carolina win, bro.
We're going to go ahead and take Wagner to win that one. And bracket is shot.
Yeah.
All right. But to the more intriguing matchups, you're talking about Mississippi State and Michigan State.
That's a matchup I'm kind of looking forward to.
That's interesting. Michigan State, though, they fell early in the Big Ten tournament.
Yeah.
So, and Mississippi State is going to be a tough out. They play hard-nosed basketball.
Yeah.
They've played a tough schedule in the SEC. They're going to be prepared for it. But that's the other thing. You're going up against the Hall of Fame coach and Tom Izzo, a guy with tons and tons of experience in this.
He gets the
tournament.
best out of his guys.
Yeah, he's going to come prepared. That's going to probably be one of the best matchups on Thursday. And the thing is, I'm going to be in the meeting at work, and it's at 12:15. It's like, shit, dude.
I will be all over that game.
Yeah, I'm going to have it like on my phone in my pocket. I'm just like, I ain't paying attention to what's happening here.
It'll be fine. That'll be good.
Yeah, we talked about this 5-12, St. Mary's and Grand Canyon.
St. Mary's is actually a pretty good team, man. They're pretty good.
St. Mary's is. They are. They are. I mean, they won the WAC.
Yeah. I don't like how the WAC tournament ran, though. Not the WAC. It's the West Coast Conference.
West Coast Conference. WCC.
Yeah. I don't like how their tournament works. Your 1 and 2 seeds automatically in the semifinals.
Right.
I don't like that. Play somebody. One game, you're in the championship. Come on now.
I mean, I get that.
Come on now.
But that's why you play so you can get that advantage.
Well,
Alabama gets Charleston in the next one.
Charleston's actually decent, but I don't think
they lost to the Dub twice this year.
I don't think they could. I don't think they can do anything with Alabama.
Yeah, Alabama.
The SEC, they've got a lot of teams that I think are pretty good.
Here's my thing, though, is you're going to find someone to falter and just not live up to the bill, you know? And it could be Alabama because Alabama has been hit or miss this year.
Yeah, absolutely could.
And that, I don't see that as the 13 making the upset. If there's a 13 to get the upset, I think it's Samford and Kansas. But
I actually picked that one.
Yeah, I think that's
the one
I would probably
go. I think Kansas is really beat up right now. Mm-hmm. And I think the only reason they're a 4 seed is everything they had done
prior.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, Clemson, New Mexico is our next matchup.
Give me the fighting Brown Brownells, man. Brownells. Brad Brownells.
Is that what New Mexico is? I thought they were the Lobos.
Clemson.
Oh, I ain't taking those. I'm going with the Lobos, bro. I'm going
Clemson's
with the Lobos.
Clemson's coach used to coach at UNCW.
Yeah. Well, he needs to get better.
He needs to get better.
He needs to get better, bro.
I thought you'd be going for your ACC brethren.
Nah, bro. Nah, not Clemson.
All right.
It's not going to be the one.
Baylor's the 3 seed in this bracket against Colgate.
I can't imagine Baylor loses that game.
Oh, come on, let's go toothpaste.
No, bro.
No?
I don't like it. I don't like that matchup.
Not going for the fighting pearly whites?
No, bro.
Okay.
No.
Dayton, Nevada looks like a good one.
Yeah, that could be a
7-10 matchup there.
I have Nevada in that one.
Not a bad pick, especially for a team that has a lot of recent tournament success.
Yeah.
And by success, I mean, winning games they're not supposed to.
Yeah. And this is kind of like it's an even match.
Yep.
It's not, just because it's a 7-10, it's not a far stretch.
No.
Then we have Arizona, Long Beach State. I think Arizona kind of cruises in this one.
Yeah. I don't see why they couldn't.
There's a lot of what ifs with me with Arizona, man. Like, how good would Carolina be if they still had Caleb Love?
Yeah, I mean,
he was essentially
what? How bad would Arizona be without him?
Pac-12 Player of the Year, essentially.
Yeah. How bad would Arizona be without him?
Oh, they'd be awful.
Yeah. To the south.
Just think, he should have been at Michigan.
Well, yeah, I know.
And we see how that worked out.
Yeah, Howard got fired.
Yeah. Houston and Longwood.
That's what they call me.
Since I've never heard of them, I am going to have to take Houston. Like, I know nothing about them. What kind of record? Okay, man. Yeah, no.
I don't even know what division they play in.
I know nothing about them. Well, there's like 9,000 college basketball leagues.
The one I'm super interested in is the next one, which is the 8-9 matchup, and that's Nebraska and Texas A&M. Nebraska has never won an NCAA tournament game.
Dude, I watched the highlight. Nebraska got this Japanese kid.
Yes.
That is
shoots
just
lights fucking out.
Ridiculous,
Yeah.
bro. Ridiculous.
But A&M is a tough out. A&M, I mean, you saw they knocked off Kentucky in the SEC tournament in the first weekend or the first game. A&M is battle tested.
Yeah.
And has a very versatile offense that can score in a lot of different ways. But I want to see Nebraska get that NCAA tournament win.
I would like to, too. I just don't think they're going to.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think A&M's going to get it, but I'm going to pull for Nebraska here. But in my heart of hearts, I think Texas A&M takes this one. And they might take it convincingly.
They could.
Yeah.
They could.
Because I think they're going to give Houston everything they want. Next one we talked about, Wisconsin, James Madison.
I'm going with the Dukes, baby.
Going with the Dukes.
I am.
All right. Well, yeah, fuck Wisconsin.
Yeah. Man.
So, if I'm not mistaken, has Vermont beat Duke in the NCAA tournament before? I want to say they have.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Anyways, that's your next matchup.
I don't think they'll do it this year.
Why not? Let's do it again. History repeat itself. If I'm right that it's actually happened.
I know. Who was it? Where did C.J. McCollum go? That's who it was. Liberty, wasn't it? That beat him.
Mm-hmm. Vermont won a NCAA tournament game against the big school at some point.
They won they had a kid. God, he was actually up for like National Player of the Year.
Yeah,
he was really good. God, probably about 5-6 years ago, and I can't remember his name. Big, tall, white kid, but could stroke it from everywhere. Oh, what is that dude's name? Now I want to look it up, but I don't want to pay that much attention to it.
Oh, it was Syracuse. They knocked off in 2005.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, and they knocked off Marquette one year too. So this could be a sneaky team. Not saying that's the same team that's done this in the past, but this is a
28
program that has a lot of experience here in the NCAA tournament, and Duke coming off that L to NC State, but everybody took an L.
Everybody took an L from NC State, bro.
Because Tractor Trailer has been reincarnated.
That was the dude I was telling you about the first time. Like, man, have you seen this guy? He's like wide.
He's very wide. My favorite thing is, though, you give that guy the ball at the post, and he backs down somebody from the 3-point line.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, he ate Baycott's lunch, dude.
What's great is, like, I saw a comment about him, and he was like, oh, yeah, man, I grew up watching, like, Olajuwon and David Robinson and stuff, but who knew I was going to be built like Zach Randolph? Like, that's pretty good, man.
It is right,
That's
though.
pretty good.
That's the last big man that was really good was Zach Randolph.
Like that, yeah.
Yeah, speaking of NC State, they are the 11th seed against Texas Tech in the next round. Give me State. They're on a heater, man.
They're on a heater. I got them going, too.
Yeah, I think you got to go State here. I mean, I'd really hate it because then Kentucky's got to play State. And, yeah.
I've got them beating State. I got them beating Kentucky.
Oh, go fuck yourself, Steve.
I did. They're on a heater right now.
I know, but that's the thing, though. Sometimes these teams get on a heater and then they get a week off, and then they're awful again. So
we'll see.
That's going to make me think. I want to know if Texas Tech has anybody that can stop the big guy.
I don't know.
I know Kentucky does it. There ain't a soul on Kentucky. Everybody's a twig. They're 7 foot, but
how State wins that game if they make it to that round. They play slow as shit, deliberate.
Yeah, just pound it in the paint.
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly what you would do. Give it to the big dude, let him eat and get like 30.
Yep.
That's what I would do. I mean, I don't know what Texas Tech has. I haven't watched any Texas Tech this year. Kentucky is your 3-14 matchup in the next, and we'll play the winner of Texas Tech, NC State. Man, this Kentucky team's so unpredictable. Sometimes they look like the best team in the nation. Other times you're just like, oh God, this is bad.
Yeah.
And that's what happened with the Texas A&M game. They got behind and never could get back in it, and just it sucked from the start all the way to the end. I hated it, man. Oakland, of course, is not from California. This is from Oakland County in Michigan. And if you haven't noticed, this Oakland team, you've probably seen some of the videos. They have a student section. I forgot what they're called. But they do like the craziest shit. One guy got a tattoo, like while somebody was shooting a free throw. Are you there? Get off your phone. Are you listening to me?
Yeah, I'm listening. Sorry.
Did you not hear what I just said?
That Oakland should fly the three-pointers? No, I didn't hear anything.
God damn it, Steve. Anyways, Oakland has a fan section, student section, that do outlandish shit while the opposing team is shooting free throws. So much so, you've probably seen videos of it. There was a guy that got a tattoo while a guy was taking a free throw. Another one was a guy getting his head shaved.
I think I have seen that stuff. Yeah,
this is that team. Okay, so you'll probably see some really crazy shenanigans since they are playing Kentucky on Thursday night.
I like that kind of shenanigans.
No, man, I'm all about that. That's cool. It's fun. Just have a good time with it. That's what you want. That's what you need to see. I really just hope Kentucky doesn't have to play NC State because I do not like the matchup with the big guy. I do not. We don't have a soul that's going to.
I didn't like it either, bro. And it was just like, what?
But see, Baycott, at least he's a big body.
Yeah.
Have you seen Kentucky's big guys? They're 7-foot twigs, man. They're this big around.
They're like Chet Holmgren.
Yeah, exactly. They're a little bit meatier than him.
A little meatier.
Next,
they might got him by like 5 pounds.
Yeah. Next is Florida, and they get a play-in winner of that is
Boise in Colorado.
Yeah, Boise State and Colorado. Florida's been hit or miss this year, man. They've streaked a little bit and got hot, and then they've fallen off.
I'll be honest, I don't know very much about any of these teams. Florida, I do know a little bit about.
I think Florida being battle tested in the SEC this year is going to give them the upper hand. And the fact that one of these teams is going to play a game 2 days before.
Yeah.
I think that bodes well for Florida. Move Florida on to the next round. Marquette and Western Kentucky. Marquette is very beatable.
They are beatable. I don't think Western Kentucky's going to do it.
Probably not. But you're looking at a Florida matchup in the next round that makes it interesting.
Yeah.
And then you're looking at, maybe a Kentucky, a Duke, or even an NC State for that matter in the Sweet 16 that makes it, an interesting matchup for Marquette.
Yeah.
Honestly, man, I don't think Kentucky could have got a better draw. You saw Houston's beatable. Marquette's beatable. Duke. Every team in here is very beatable. By a very high-powered offense that is Kentucky. But the thing is, Kentucky's got to learn how to play some kind of defense. It's, this
is where defense matters.
Yeah. Don't allow over 80 points in a game. You allow a team to get to 90 before you, and Kentucky's losing. That's what happens. So it'll be interesting to see. Calipari has to have a big tournament. He's got to play his way to an Elite Eight or a Final Four. There's going to be a ton of for sale signs in his front yard when he gets back to Lexington.
He ain't not going anywhere. They gave him that lifetime contract. They might be mad.
It's unfortunate.
They got the, number 2 or number 3 class coming in again next year. What I found really weird is Rutgers had like 2 of the top 10 guys coming in next year. How's that happen? Explain that to me.
Who's Rutgers' coach?
I have no idea. That's the whole point. Nobody's touching Duke's class next year. It's fucking stupid.
Kentucky has a pretty damn good class. I don't know why we're going away from this, but why not? Fuck it.
I don't know. I was just curious. Like, it's just...
Fuck it.
Anyway, we got in the Midwest, while you're looking that up, I've got Purdue in a 116 matchup with a play-in. I believe that's Middle Tennessee.
Have 2 and 3. Well, one of the guys is from Jersey, so that makes sense.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense. But it's sort of like, what? How?
Doesn't mean Rutgers is going to be good.
No, but you get the 2 and the 3 guy coming in at the same time into a...
He's been the Steve Pikiel. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, how?
He's been there since March of 2016.
Who gave them a bunch of money?
That's what happened.
Who gave them a bunch of money is what I want to know.
Well, Duke signed that Cooper Flagg kid. Which, I mean, he looks like a Duke kid.
Yeah, dude, here's the best thing I've heard from him. He's like, I want to bring the hate back.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm like, you already did, bro. With just that statement.
We hate you
with
now.
Just that statement. You already did.
You're the goofy-looking white dude that's playing there anyway. We already know. But...
Yeah, but every highlight you see of this kid, he's
phenomenal.
He's sick, bro.
Yeah. Carolina's got 8 and 9.
And then they got that kid.
Kentucky has 10 and 11.
Duke's got that kid from where is it? Africa, Senegal, somewhere.
Yeah, but he's a little bit overrated.
Yeah, but 7'2", you don't teach that.
No, you don't teach the height. That's for sure.
I mean, look at Purdue, which we're going to talk about. Purdue in a 116 matchup against Middle Tennessee State and I believe Grambling. Say what?
The fighting Zagides.
Yeah. That kid gets every call in the world and gets none called on him.
Oh, I know.
I watched him run right through a guy. He's the
LeBron of college right now.
I watched him run right through a guy, and they called the foul on the guy that was like, it should have been a charge. Like, he ran right through it.
Purdue is set up to make the Elite Eight like no issue.
Yeah.
Because look, the 8-9 matchups, Utah State, TCU.
Yep. No.
Not worried about that.
Nope.
Gonzaga, McNeese.
Not worried about them. Not worried about
Kansas, Sanford. Not worried about them.
I think Sanford could beat Kansas.
Yeah, no, that's what we've been talking about.
Yeah,
Kansas is worn down, man. Sanford has a big shot to be that 13 upset there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, I mean, Purdue just could roll through that.
Look at their bottom half of the bracket. Like, honestly, it ain't.
Tennessee's the only thing that's threatening to them.
Yeah.
And I hope they lose early. And it sure as hell ain't Creighton with a 3 seed.
No, Creighton is.
South Carolina is just a shell of what they were early in the season.
Yeah.
Oregon, we watched them. If they're cold, good night. Good night.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, Purdue, Purdue has the easiest bracket outside of Tennessee.
Well,
everybody else in that bracket is beatable.
I agree.
Like, I don't trust anybody, and I don't trust Tennessee.
Not when you take an L like you did in the SEC tournament.
Holy smokes, dude. Everybody that took the L's in the SEC tournament took
everybody took L's. It was crazy. Ugly. Across all tournaments, though. Across all conference tournaments, you saw just weird shit happen.
Yeah, just like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
I mean, UConn, the only one that won their conference.
Right. I mean, Carolina at least made the final.
They did. They did make the finals.
And then they ran into a buzzsaw that is the Wolfpack from NC State.
You're going to hear another great stat about NC State this weekend? They have more wins in that arena than the Washington Wizards do.
Ouch.
They do. They won 5 games. Washington has only won 4 in it.
Well.
How insane is that?
This bug is pissing me the fuck off. He's been flying around here for a minute. I know, like, on camera, people are like, what are you swatting
What the fuck is this guy doing?
What's he swatting at? This bug's got me, man. I'm about to get that bastard, too. Tell me.
You've been hanging out with Aaron Rodgers.
I'm on that ayahuasca, man. What's he swatting at?
Anyway.
Uncle Jemima's pure mash liquor. It'll get you drunk.
But, yeah, no, Purdue's got it set up. Utah State, TCU, flip a coin.
Yeah, I mean, your guess is as good as mine, man. They're not going to make it past Purdue, whoever wins. So
No.
call it a day.
Nah. Nope.
Yeah, give me that. I want to see that 12-13 matchup of McNeese and Sanford. I think we might get it.
I've got it. I've got that.
I think we might get it, man.
I'm rolling with it too. I like it.
Yeah. South Carolina, Oregon. If Oregon's hot, they'll knock off South Carolina. But South Carolina does play good defense, and that could lead to Oregon being cold.
I've got. Surprisingly, I have South Carolina going all the way to the Elite Eight.
Wow.
To play Purdue and lose.
Where do you have Tennessee losing?
To South Carolina.
All right.
In the Sweet 16.
I don't see it happen. I would have Tennessee and Purdue in the Elite Eight of this one. Let's go back, though. Just to say where our matchups are early on, and we can end the episode on it, really.
Yep.
Give me Purdue and Tennessee. I'm going to say the Cats and Houston in the South.
Okay.
Auburn, Iowa State in the East.
Oh, yeah? You like that one?
Yeah.
Me too. That's what I got.
I really want to take Bama, but I think Carolina's just, they're clicking. Give me Carolina and Arizona.
That's what I got too. I got
Carolina, Arizona in the West.
I've got Carolina and Arizona in the West. That was probably the closest chalk one I have.
Yeah.
Like I've got 1, 5, 3, and 2 in that region. Then I have Purdue and South Carolina.
Okay.
In the Midwest. In the East, that's pretty chalky in the final. I got Houston and Marquette. And
then in the South.
Yeah, in the South, sorry.
Okay.
And then in the East, I have Auburn, Iowa State.
Auburn, Iowa State. All right, so your final four.
Auburn, North Carolina, Houston, and South Carolina.
South Carolina. It's a weird one. It's a very weird one.
You just got to throw it out there every now and then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll just throw some shit out.
I'm going to say Purdue, Kentucky on that side. Carolina and Auburn on the other side. And an Auburn, Kentucky final.
I
know that's not going to happen. It's just not. It's not going to happen. But, I mean, and this is me not investing any time, just eyeballing it right now. And I'm taking the Cats to win because, fuck yeah. That's probably not going to happen either, but that's what I'm doing.
Well, dude, I took North Carolina to win. But, I threw it together today. I'm like, you know what? I told you when I came in, I've already done one. I don't know if I like it. I think I'm just going to roll with it.
Whatever.
Just going to roll with it. I mean, I'll end up doing 20 of these things. So, but this is the one I'm going to roll with. Oh, what are you doing total score?
What, in the final?
Yeah.
Well, if Kentucky's in it, it's going to be the over 180.
Yeah. It's going to be 180 or they'll just they'll score 60 and get blown out by like 30.
For sure.
But, I mean, that could work either way. I just thought it was strange that you and I both have that whole same Auburn and Iowa State matchup going on.
That is kind of funny. But, I mean, that was just a quick look. But, yeah, I think so. I like it. I like that one.
I like that one, too. Maybe we'll do this on Friday.
Yeah, we'll see because we'll have at least one half of the first round done.
Yeah.
So, Friday or Saturday, whenever we make it happen,
we'll
get it knocked out and go that route. But yeah, it's a good episode and kept it kind of short. Get a good little preview and cover some NFL draft stuff, man.
Yeah. We'll get a harder look into that. we promise we will get to baseball eventually.
Yeah, man, it's really hard because we forgot about NFL free agency hitting, and they're just like, oh, we got to talk about that.
And then it was like, ooh, tournament time. We got to talk about that.
Yeah. So it's like, until next time, maybe baseball.
Yeah.
We'll
get there. We'll get there.
No, we're good, man. But yeah, in the meantime, follow, subscribe, all the socials that we have. That's going to be Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter. I think that's it. Yeah, whatever. And then you can catch the podcast, of course, on any platform. We are spread across the entire board of those.
Yes, sir.
Of course, you have the big ones like Apple, Google, Amazon, iHeartRadio, Spotify.
Yes, sir.
All right there for your listening pleasure. Man, I'm geared. I'm stoked for this weekend. Let's go.
I am too.
Yeah, man.
I told you, dude. I'm watching.
Yeah, they start
I've got
Thursday,
two guys.
dude.
I've got two guys that's going to be helping me on Thursday. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, just make it work.
That's what I'm.
Hey man, I gotta go outside and check this.
Oh hell no! I'll just have it up and it'll just be playing. I'll be checking it while we were walking. Like where we were at, this week we walked by one of the opposites. I walked by and they had some big 55-inch TV sitting there with the ACC tournament on it. It was the Wake Forest game. I'm like, all right, I'm done working. I'm gonna come in here and sit with you guys.
Hell yeah.
Hey, they're like, you can't sit, but you can watch for a few minutes.
Yeah.
A few minutes turned into about 20. And then I went right around the corner and pulled it up on my phone and had it sitting there. So
good deal.
Yeah. Anyway, till next weekend, sir.
Till next weekend, man. This has been another episode of Just a Bit Outside.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that bug's getting you.
I saw it. I was like, get out of here.
R.I.P. to New Anthem for the shirt today. Shut down yesterday. My favorite brewery in town. Want to give a shout out.
Yeah.
It's a sad day. But that thing is right in my eye.
Saw it.
This motherfucker is pissing me off. All right, man. Next week, dude. We'll do it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Post-game show is brought to you by Christ, I can't find it. The hell with it.